As good as the news was yesterday, today is even better. Can I start your hour with some terrific news?
Breaking now on the Mike Gallagher Show.
The consumer inflation rate in the United States dropped to 2.3% in April. That's the lowest rate in over 4 years. That was just announced moments ago. So inflation continues to drop under President Trump. Also, the president and the Saudi crown prince just signed a strategic economic agreement, $400 billion investment for now. Trump thinks he can get them to round it up to $1 trillion. And if anybody can do it, it's this guy. Stock market is soaring, booming. You know, President Trump said this a week or two ago. You ought to play the stock market. You ought to start investing. And those who did during the dip are being well rewarded today. Just nothing but good news. And let me give you the state of affairs over the Democrat Party. I regret to report that they are singing again. These are just, you know what's funny about the Trump protesters? There is a look to people who are taking to the streets over the second Trump presidency. They're aging hippies. I'm not kidding you. I watched them like I was studying them on in New York City a couple of weeks ago. Like Jane Goodall studies the apes in Africa. I was studying them. I was inspecting them. I was riveted because, first of all, there were hardly no people of color in the crowd. And it was a lot of people there, and I'm not going to dispute that. There's plenty of people that are taking their Saturday mornings and taking out their anti-Trump signs and marching around screaming that Trump is a fascist. But there is a look to them. They're all old hippies. And I say old not to attack. I'm old. I mean, they're my age. But they're hippies. They're all wearing tie-dyed shirts and they got the ponytails. The men have the earring and the ponytail, and they look like they're 70 years old. They're all aging hippies. They're like people from the Woodstock generation. And now they're in their late 60s and 70s, and they got nothing better to do with their lives than complain about all the good things that keep happening in America. Good things are happening. The Democrats are falling apart. The DNC has voided the election of David Hogg as their vice chair. Did you see that? They kicked him out. That's the kid from Parkland. And he's been thrown out with the garbage. And what they don't like about him is he wants to go after establishment Democrats. So there's finally a break in the unified front of the Democrats because they can't figure this out. They cannot figure this out. They don't know what to make of the plummeting inflation and the lower gas prices and the prices lowering at the grocery stores. I mean, they're left with just lying about it. They're pretending that what's actually happening isn't happening. And here they are. Here's the old hippie Democrats outside the ICE facility in New Jersey. Now, let me apologize in advance because this is painful to listen to, but it's true. A bunch of 60 and 70-year-old white hippies singing.
Fascism's got to go. Got to go. We say no. We say no. We say no. We say no. Fascism's got to go. Don't trash the country.
Now, you got to see that video. If you're watching today on Salem News Channel, and they've got gray hair. They're all white. Where are the black people protesting Donald Trump? Where are the Hispanics protesting Donald Trump? These are just old white hippies. And can we play it again, Christian? I may put this on a loop because this is the opposition, okay? So just let it soak in. Trump cutting deals with Saudi Arabia, taking the big plane from Qatar, doing a trade reset with China, slashing tariffs with China, getting a trade agreement with the UK. Our stock market is soaring. Our 401ks are rising. The economy is already booming under the Trump leadership. And what's the opposition sound like?
Fascism's got to go. Got to go. We say no. We say no. We say no. We say no. Fascism's got to go.
I mean, they've got the big straw hats and the tie-dye. They literally have tie-dyed shirts on. Some of them do in that crowd. Jill just sent me a text on the MyPillow text line from Walhalla, South Carolina, home of that wonderful Walhalla Performing Arts Center. Jill said, "You are so right, Mike. I said the same thing to my husband when we drove by the Seneca, South Carolina City Hall on May 1st during the anti-Trump rally. They were all 100% aging hippies." I just think that's incredible, and I don't know what's behind that. Why do you think black Americans aren't protesting Trump? Well, I think it's because black Americans appreciate what Trump is doing for black Americans. Because black Americans benefit from a booming economy like white Americans do. Why aren't Asian or Hispanic Americans protesting Donald Trump? Because they're benefiting too. Good things are happening. And there's a lot of good news to celebrate. And I'm reluctant to even bang the drum and show you some of the negativity. Now, look, there was a knockdown drag-out between Jesse Waters and Harold Ford Jr. yesterday on tariffs on the 5. Maybe you saw it. I want to play it for you because it's pretty powerful stuff. Look, establishment people, even Republicans, are uncomfortable with the tariffs. They don't like tariffs. They want what they want free trade. They call free trade. Trump wants fair trade. Trump is tired of China ripping us off. Now, I would think normal people would agree with that. I would think average, normal, decent, common sense Americans would say, yeah, that makes sense. Why does China get to take advantage of us economically? Well, they don't. They don't. But I want to play this dust-up between Harold Ford and Jr. and Jesse Waters, and even Greg Gutfeld got into the mix. And I just want to welcome you in because it's a great day. It's been a great week. It's only Tuesday. What's Wednesday going to bring? 800-655-MIKE. Give me your thought on why there are no black or brown protesters. Why aren't people of color taking to the streets against Donald J. Trump? I mean, clearly they approve of him. Look at the polling. And incidentally, have you seen his poll numbers? Do you see Rasmussen? His poll numbers are soaring. He's at 53, 55, I think what it is, 53%, Tracy, 55? Way up there. And look, they're getting their butts kicked on the other side, and they don't know what to do. Well, we know what to do. We know to celebrate and lean in to the greatness of this country and this president, because things are going very well. Ignore the noise. 800-655-MIKE. 800-655-6453. And give me your thoughts on the makeup of those protesters. I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to play it one more time. I know it's torture, but it's fun. And it's funny. But if you're watching on Salem News Channel, and we stream every day on X, we love to stream the show. We love to post Salem News Channel on X. So follow me at Gallagher Show. I'll follow you back. You can go to MikeOnline.com. You go to SNC.TV to get the app and watch our programming 24/7, the antidote to the mainstream media, Salem News Channel. And I'm going to play it one more time so you can see what these protesters who are strumming their dumb guitar and hitting their dopey drums and singing their stupid chant about fascism, I want you to see and hear one more time what they look like.
Fascism's got to go. Got to go. We say no. We say no. We say no. We say no. Fascism's
and they're reading a script. That's the best part. Incidentally, there is a black woman standing there in the sea of white hippies. There is one black woman standing there, and I want to be accurate and fair. But I want to see largely why you think largely people of color are not protesting Donald Trump. 800-655-MIKE, 800-655-6453. Text us on the MyPillow text line or call us at 800-655-MIKE. But however you get here, because we want to put your voice front and center. It is, after all, a caller-driven show. It's the Mike Gallagher Show for a Tuesday.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.